Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Daksh Khandelwal and I am pursuing Bachelor of Science in Applied Artificial Intelligence and Data Science through the online degree program offered by the IIT Jodhpur. And basically, if you are interested in the artificial intelligence and if you are interested that how to grow in artificial intelligence, so the first ladder of that goal is Python. So I will in this video I will discuss the complete roadmap for Python for AI and data science, for AI and data science. Not only it can generally find also, if you want to learn Python for anything, this roadmap will also helpful. But yeah, I will just uh, maintain the consistency, and I will just follow the for it for roadmap for the especially for AI and data science, and it's a roadmap for 2026. And I will tell you everything before you need before learning machine learning. So to learn machine learning, you used to learn Python. So I will just tell you each and everything about that. So in this video, I will just explain about each and everything about Python. So whether you are in the first year, whether you are already a graduate, or you are keen to learn AI and data science, so first step is to learn Python. So let's shape our future and what benefits it can offer in the long term. Python, what benefits it can long term. So we will discuss about each and everything. So without wasting any more time, let's begin our complete guide to Python with just a small intro. So basically this I have just covered 13 slides, 10 to 11 slides only. So we will just take 2 to 3 minutes per slide, and we will just I will just explain you detailing why Python is important, what's the roadmap for Python, what's the 9 month roadmap for the Python till the end. So just be with me with till the end, and I will just share you everything about Python. So basically, what's the difference between why to choose Python? So your first question can be why Python runs the AI world? Why not C? Why not any other languages? C++, CPP, or any other languages, Java, and anything. So the proof is here in the right and left hand side that in C++ you need a very much complex code for just a small thing only. So if you want our numbers from 1 to 5, so what you will do in the C++, you will just write for in bracket int I is equal to 0, I is less than 5 dot slash I plus plus. So basically you will need initialization, a condition, and a increment. So these three things you need. In fact in Python you just need a simple line that for I in range 5 print I. So you will just get the numbers 1 to 5. So that's how easy it is. So basically it use intuitive iterations. So that's why it's Python is interpreted language and C++ is not interpreted language. So that's why we use Python in other AI world, because first it has easy syntax. You can just see that it's very easy syntax, as a common developer exploration can use that. And second, it has used community. This it is very important point that basically many of the people, many in this world, around 50 to 60% of people knows Python and just works on Python only, and in the AI world only, and just knows the Python and works on Python. And there is a community for Python also, so there is a huge community of for that, instead of that C++, Java, right? And this second point, and the third point is thousands of libraries. There are innumerous numbers of libraries in the Python, whether it's, you can say, NumPy, basically NumPy, Pandas, these are some libraries, Matplotlib, Scikit-learn, and there are thousands of libraries in that. So you can use that libraries to make our work easy and efficient for our work. And fourth thing, it works in AI and data science. It's very common that it's if you are preparing for AI and data science, so it works on AI and data science. And let me just switch my camera to this, and here. So and it works in automation. So if you want to automate things, so it oh sorry, so the Python works in the automations also. And also it works in web development. So if you are thinking that if I want to do web development, so do I need to learn another language like C++, Java? No, Python also works in web development. So basically it's an all round computing computing language. Whether it has in that it has easy syntax, huge community, thousands of libraries, works in automation and AI and data science, or also works in web development. And basically these are trusted by mang companies also, like Meta, Google, Amazon, ChatGPT, OpenAI, and Netflix. So you can just see that it's trusted by many of the safe companies of uh, in the world. Now moving towards the next slide. So yeah, that's the complete. Wait a minute, let me switch my camera to that. So what are the ecosystem opens for multiple career paths? So, what's the very first of all, what's the roadmap? I let me just shift in with that. Yeah. So, what's the roadmap for that? So, first you have to learn AI, then machine learning, then deep learning, and then data science. So that's the proper. I have told you in my last video also of artificial intelligence roadmap. So first you will just learn AI, artificial intelligence, then machine learning, and then deep learning, and then data science. So just to start the machine learning, before that, to start the AI, the first ladder to start this goal is to learn Python. And how Python can be useful: it's automation, web development, cyber security, flats, finance, cloud, and research work. You can just see that Python can do these many works. Let me just switch my back to camera. Pythons of works in this so many work, like automation, web development, cybersecurity, flats, IoT, finance, cloud, and research work. So these all some the Python ecosystem opens multiple career paths. You can just choose any career paths if you are learning the Python. So you can just go in the web development. If you want, you can just go in the automation industry or IoT's industries, finance industry, cloud industry, research work, and also the cyber securities. So in all these and or many etc, and in these ecosystem, Python is plays a very vital role in these ecosystems. So that's why Python is very important. So in the two slides I have talked about why Python is chosen for AI and data science, and why it's important for us. Now moving towards the next, and basically this is the big picture. Let me just shift my camera to here. Yeah, sorry for that, I'm just shifting my camera. So yeah, this is the big picture. I will just tell you in detail what are these pictures. So how to start the AI journey. So first means AI journey, how to start AI journey I've told you in my last video, but how to start your Python journey. So first learn the Python basics. So I will just also suggest you some what we say links of resources. And so for Python basics you can follow Code with Harry Python video, or I think a 10.5 hour full Python basics video. In that you will just learn the Python basics and also 1 to 2 projects. And then after basics of Python, you will just move towards the intermediate Python. So basically there are three types of Python: basics Python, intermediate Python, and advanced Python. In this roadmap, the advanced Python is not written, but I will just tell you when you should learn advanced Python. So this, no, this middle part, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Scikit-learn. So this comes in the under the advanced Python only. So first you learn the basic Python basics, like how to print hello. First code is print hello world. So how to print, how to use input, how to use, what are the types of data sets, and operators, and many more things. So this comes in the Python basics. This can take you around 15 to 20 days, and then just shift to the intermediate Python. In that the what we say for loops, variables, dictionaries, sets, and all. So this comes in intermediate Python, and then just covers the libraries, all those libraries, mathematics libraries. And there are many libraries. I'm just not telling you some few. There are many numerous number of libraries in Python. So you just learn each and every libraries in that. And after that, projects, what projects you can just make projects, small projects. Just the simple calculator is just one project, weather prediction is another project, and many other projects. There are numerous projects. You can just, today in today's world, to find the projects is very easy. Just go to the cloud or just go to the chat GPT and enter So I have just learned this in the Python. Suggest me some projects which I can do and then can commit on the GitHub. So they will suggest you the complete projects which you can make, and from your knowledge, your previous knowledge, and can post it to GitHub and LinkedIn profile. So that's important. And after that projects, and then git and github, you know that git and github is very important in the Python not in Python, in everything. Git, what does git means? If you are doing any work on your computer PC, just post it on git, just commit it on the git. So suppose if your PC hangs, or PC damaged, or anything else, so it will just save in your git. And github is your just like drive, projects drive. So in that you just make repositories and commit your projects and all. And then comes you to your main important libraries like NumPy, Pandas. NumPy is used for mathematical sum, linear algebra type. Pandas is used for some visualization, and Matplotlib for beautiful visualization, and Scikit-learn. I don't know, I'm just forgetting this, but it's also very useful Python library. So these four are very important, and also there are some more like uh, TensorFlow, and many things. I'm just not remembering that, just out of mind. But yeah, there are many libraries which are important, and that comes in the advanced Python. So basically you have done the Python basics, intermediate Python, and now these advanced Python. And then after that, this starts your AI journey. And then after that you can just learn machine learning. In machine learning also there are numerous types of things, and I will just bring. So I have just done the artificial intelligence roadmap, Python roadmap. The next roadmap will be machine learning, and then deep learning, and then generative learning. So these will 5 videos will be the roadmap series, and after that I will just bring another series. So this 5 videos is very important to start anything. So just see that 5 videos. I have just uploaded one video. Second video is this you're watching, and then third video will be the of machine learning roadmap, deep learning. Fourth will be deep learning roadmap, and last fifth will be generative AI roadmap. And so that's a proper big picture roadmap to how to start AI basically. Now what are this? So we are just building the foundational building blocks of Python. So what are the foundational building blocks? So first is variables. So put a variables. Variables means name. So here this now here, let me show you. So this name is equal to Daksh is a variable type. Wait a minute. Yeah, so my arrow, you can see this name is equal to double bracket and Daksh. So that's it's a variable. And moving towards that, and you can just see the data types. So what are some data types? These are some basics. So data types are types of integer, string, float, boolean. Let me show you something, if I can show you. So yeah, this is the VS code. If you know it very well, if you don't know, just don't worry. So this I'm under that I will just show you, only just show you the data types and all. So let me just make a first, if there is a folder, then make a file. Let me data types dot py, and let me zoom for you all, and let me search first string. So this is the for commenting. If you want to comment and do not want to write any code, or do not want to run any code, just make hashtag marks in that, or you can just use control backslash. So just enter it, and string example can be s is equal to Daksh. So this is whichever word is used in double bracket, double apostrophe, it's a string. So you can just write print to find the type of data type is which is used. So you can just write print type, and then again bracket s. So you can just run that. Wait a minute. Sorry for that. I guess it's something called. Just let me wait a minute. I just copied it, and I'm just pausing this. It's there is some error. Just a minute. So yeah, sorry for that interruptions. I've just paused the video, but there was some error. So here you can just see that the play button has been not play, the run button has been asked. So I will just run that, and it will just run. Just a minute, it's just taking time because it's the first time I'm just running this in this first time, so it will just take a small 1 minute time or 30-second time, and it's just basically activating all those extensions which I've used in VS Code, like Python, Claude, not Claude, I just put not Claude, but yeah, GitHub, and every extension in Python, every extension that is I've been installing that. And then it will install the not it will activate the Python extension, and then in after that all, it will just refresh the policy and poetry environments. It just works on a different environment, if you know that the environment. So it just works on different environments, so it will just generate another environment and then refresh all those environment, and then after that it will just generate me the terminal box. So just wait a minute, I will just pause the video for don't for you, don't do not have to wait for that, I will just bring you back. So yeah, I do not need to pause the video because the terminal box have come. So let me just tell you about something, so that we have just this print function is used to get print, and this terminal is useful to get a terminal. And here this terminal is this taking time, so it's in the E drive, and I have used the Python folder, and under that ultimate tutorial type, and then chapter 8, and under that I have just used this. So it's as tell that it's a class of string, so this is the class of string. Now let me move towards the integer. Sorry for that, integer. Now let's take I is equal to suppose an integer, so 5, let's take 5. So 5 is an integer, so print type of I. So what you think it will just suggest you? So it will just suggest you the what is the type of I in that string. So it's also taking time, I don't know why it's taking time. It's my video is also I think that's the computer issue, but yeah, it will tell you that type first string type, so string type is of string, and then it will type you int, that is integer type. Now I will just first I will just write boolean boolean, yeah. So no, boolean, I can just write boolean also, it's just basically true and false. So a is equal to true, print type of a, and after that, sorry for that, and after that I can just write also floating numbers. What are the floating numbers? Which comes in the decimal point. So just f is equal to 5, let's take a pi value 3.14. So print type of f. Now I will just run the code, and you will just see that what will be the type. So first type is string integer, and then after that it is true, a is equal to true, or basically you can just a is equal to false also. It will type you the boolean, and then and that's 3.14 will be of floating type, floating integer. Oh, sorry for that. So that's it, and I've just told you the integer, float, string, and boolean. And then input and output, I've told you that what I have input is let me show you the input also, how to take input from from the user. So just write a is equal to input, and just write anything, enter your name, and enter your name, and just after that write print yeah, so print your name is, so you can just write your name. So if you want to write your name, just a, put your a, so what do you have present. But if you are using inside your inverted commas, so just put a f string under that. So otherwise it will just consider it's you have written as a bracket, curly brackets. But if you put a string, f string, so it will just consider that you have to put the value of a. So that's, or if you don't want to put its f string, you can just put also print your name is, and after that you just put comma and just put a. So this is also a good method. So let me just run it, and you will just find it. It will just ask your enter your name. So I will just enter my name, the Khandelwal, and you can just see is your name is Daksh Khandelwal and your name is Daksh Khandelwal. Why he's asked two times? Because I have asked first time, I have just given with f string, and it's basically it's type 1 and it's type 2 to present it in the string. So that's how you use input and output variables. And comments, I have told you comments. And type conversions here, you can just convert the type from string to boolean, or no, sorry, so string to integer, integer to string. And this how can only possible, a possible type of conversions can be done. And operators, there are some operators like plus, minus, multiplication, division, and that's all. You can just see in future and part. Now there is a logic engine, basically the core Python concept. So I've told you many times the core engine of its. Let's start from the list. So list comes under the bracket, and you can just take it. So list tuples. So basically I have told you the string. What are string? List compression means compress the list. And if else statement is used if there is something conditionals. And it can take a lot of time to show you me to show you each and everything. So I will just show you some list tuples and type list tuples, dictionaries and sets. And strings I have showed, and loops like for loop, while loop, it's a detailed intermediate step, so you can just use that. So let me show you that what list tuples, dictionaries and sets. So let me just put another library, lists, list tuples, and just sorry, I just forgot to put py. So rename it and write that list dot py. So let me just tell you, first is list. So lists, so l is sorry for that, l is equal to list. For list you use square bracket, a comma b comma c comma 5 comma the anything. You can just put anything. And just I will just write print type of L. So it will just type your, oh sorry, I have just not right. So it will just, what do you think it will just throw? It will just throw an error. Why error? Because a is a word and you have not used any string. So just put it a string in string, and then b also in string. Sorry for that. B also in string, and similarly C also in string. Let me put some boolean value also, true. And now just suggest, I will just suggest, so it will suggest you what's the type of this. So it will suggest you it's a list. Now we will move towards the tuple. So tuple. So tuple comes in the same, but in the tuple can also be same, but it's come in the uh, curly brackets. So let me just put it, and let me just put in that same similar way only. And let me name is t, and here also t. So there are some function that I am just writing again and again. So you will just see that first one is list and second one is tuple. And now let me tell you about the dictionary. So dictionary is d is equal to basically curly brackets, something like dictionary. For dictionary a, not a, just write a b, and that's all. Let me just write this, copy this, and just paste it, and just like d. So it will just tell you the what we say, the type of this, and it's basically set. So basically it's not given you the dictionary. This type is of set. If you can see it, dictionary and set, there is two different things. So the to find you an empty dictionary, let me show you that d is equal to, not d, let me tell you the set also, that's s only, and this. So what is this? What according to you this? So first one, set. I've just misprinted. I've just tell you what is difference between set and dictionary. So what you guess this will be? So let me just print type s. So what you guys think that this will print? What type will it? So basically it will just tell you it's a dictionary. So if it is nothing thing is there in that, so it will just produce you dictionary. And if you put something like that in, it will just show you set. So set is where it's a box, and that numbers are there. So let me show you what is dictionary. So basically dictionary, this was set, and I just printed this was sets. I just forgot to just write a name. So this is sets. Just a minute, let me have. So this is sets. Now what I mean to say is, if you want to put an empty set, so what it will be? So for empty set, you just write s is equal, not as, let me take it double s is equal to set and just curly bracket, set and just curly bracket. Now just print, now just remove this, and I've just told you double s, it will just show you it's a string. So that's how you calculate that first one is also string and the last one is also string. So just taking time, it will show you it's sorry, not string, it's set. Now what is dictionary? So the last is dictionary. It's taking so much time, but nothing else. Dictionary. So how to put dictionary? Dictionary is something like it has values and keys. So keys and values. So what I'm mean to say is it's Daksh, so not Daksh. So let name is Daksh, name is Daksh, name is Daksh. Let me put its name is Daksh, and let me put course. Course is applied AI and data science, and year also I can just write the year also. Then year is not that, year is what year, so it's second year, so you can just put second. So why there is some error, so you have to put comma with that, here also putting comma. Now asking it print, first I will ask print d, and then I will ask print type of d. So it's just a generous case here, it will just type you the what it will be. So it will be just taking time, just a minute. So the it has print the d, name, the course, applied AI data science, and year second, and that, and the class is dictionary. So that's how we, sorry for that, that's how we calculate the, not we tell about this core engineering core, the core engine of Python. Now moving towards the next, so you don't need to be the Python master to start AI. So you first need to be, you don't need to be the Python master, you just need to learn Python basics to start the AI. And basically you can just see that only learn these enough to understand the libraries, means object oriented programs, and there this is the AI toolkit. I have told you that file handling, exceptional handling, modules, classes, objects, this you will just learn step by step. So to master, to start the AI, you don't need to master AI, you just need to learn some libraries name, what these libraries do, how to use that libraries, and that's not only. So that's the main point. And moving towards the AI student tool belt, so what are the tool belt? And this you have told you many times. So first is NumPy, it's used for high performance mathematical calculations. Then Pandas, it's used for data manipulations and analysis. Matplotlib to plot some plots and graphs. Seaborn to make beautiful statistical graphics. And Scikit-learn to traditional machine learning algorithm. TensorFlow, these are some, basically these all are Python's libraries. TensorFlow to Google's deep learning framework. PyTorch is Meta's flexible AI research library. OpenCV is computers vision and image processing. Request, Streamlight, Request, and Beautiful Soap and Fast API. You can just see that. Let me show you. Beautiful Soap and Fast API. Let me just put back my camera. Otherwise, it will just create problems. So yeah, that's the student toolkit. And your development workspace will be that start from zero, like cloud-based zero setup, and then start from here and then move here, means you will just learn the local workspace and serious coding, and then you will just become the pro level, like version control, sharing, building your own portfolio. Sorry for that, building your own portfolio. And that's a build proper how projects gives more priority to projects than some rather than certificates. So how projects will be there? So there will be three levels. So first level will be the basics level, then data and logic level, and then AI and predictive level. So in basic level, just generates basic calculator, password generator, weather app, And then in data and logic, expense tracker, student management system, data analysis dashboard. And in the level 3, so there will be the four important projects like movie recommendations, spam detections, house price prediction, and chatbot. So these are some projects you can build. So I have mentioned four, four and four, 8, 9, 10. So I've mentioned 10 projects. So you can just work on these 10 projects in just few months. So learn Python in just 1 month and just do these 10 projects in just a while. So I've just given you the ideas for 10 projects, and you can just post it in your GitHub profile. So it's very useful. So basically work on project, not just syntax. Build projects. It's very important. Now some common pitfalls and how to fix them. So first pitfall is the trap is watching tutorials endlessly. So you are watching tutorials means you have watched tutorial this one, so I have watched 10 hours tutorial. Then moving towards the next tutorial, I have watched 20 hours tutorial. Then moving towards next video, I have watched 30 hours video. You are not just generating build, you are not generating projects, you are not running projects in your VS Code. You are just watching, you are just folding your hands and just watching the videos. So it's not a very, it's a very trap. So you have to build projects immediately after learning anything, and then not practicing daily. So you have to, this is also a drawback, pitfall. You have to write code daily. Anything, you can just write print hello world, but just write a code daily half an hour. If you are keen to learn AI, so just give a half an hour to you and try to put codes and write codes daily. Whatever you want, you make anything, just write the code daily. You can ask, you can make a project in Claude and ask them that I will ask every day, just generate me 2 to 3 small projects, 10 to 15 minutes projects, and I will just generate it. So it will it will give you every day 2 to 3 projects of 10 to 15 minutes. Just make those projects. Think how to make that project simple. And learning too many languages, it's also a pitfall that you are learning Python also, and from here you are learning C++, and here you are learning C Java. So don't focus on learning too many languages, just focus on one language and master that language. So master Python first and memorizing syntax. So you don't first, this is very major pitfall. What students do, it they just memorize syntax. So you don't have to memorize the syntax. Read the official documentation, how to use that, and why these syntax has been used. Just think on that. Do not memorize that syntax. And ignoring GitHub. So push Git and GitHub. If you are ignoring Git and GitHub, it can just damage your portfolio. So just whatever you are doing, push the code and build a good portfolio. So that were some common pitfalls and how to fix them. Now basically this is the complete roadmap. I will just discuss with that. Oh, sorry for that. Wait a minute, sorry. Yes, that's a complete ninth month learning roadmap. So from month 1 you will just learn Python basics. It's just around 15 to 20 days, and the rest 10 days you can just work on practices and all. And then month 2, intermediate Python, and then 3 months advanced Python, that is NumPy, Pandas, and visualization. So in the next 5 months you will be a master in Python. Yes, you will just make a master because you have learned the foundations and the data manipulation. And then from the month 6 you can just start the machine learning projects, deep learning, and generative AI. And the roadmap for machine learning and all, I will just share you in my next videos. In that also, it will not just be in 1 month only. We will just take it, it will take some time, like 2 to 3 months, 5 months, to learn machine learning. But yeah, projects and then deep learning and then generative AI, and most important, portfolio, resume, and GitHub is very important in every step. In every step, from method 1, from month 1 to month 9, every step, portfolio, resume, GitHub is very important. Now, sorry for that, what happened? Yeah, now it's basically the success. What's the success formula for you? Instead of asking which course should I buy, just focus on what project should I build next. And so basically learn, practice, then repeat, and then share your thoughts in the share your uh, projects in the GitHub. So what you have to do with in the loop process, so learn the things, practice them, then repeat them, then share them on GitHub, LinkedIn, and all, and then again just learn something new. So that's a loop. Is so basically Python is not the destination. Python is just the tools that help you build AI. So just follow this loop and you will just become successful in AI. So I think, yeah, that's all. Yeah, so that's all for today's episode and today's video of that mm, uh, complete roadmap for Python. I've told you Python's PPT. I've taken you Python's PPT and also the VS Code introduction. I've talked about let me show you that VS Code also. I've talked about the data types like floating, boolean, integer, string, and I've also talked about list, tuples, sets, and dictionary. So that's all, and I hope this video will helpful for you all. And if you found this video useful, consider subscribing to ThinkUp. So like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also comment down your views on this video and how it can, and also it can helpful for other students, your views on Python and AI. And comment me the next title of you the next video title, no, the next video for this series. I think I will just bring the machine learning roadmap, but if you tell something else, I will just bring that video also. So that's my time. I was Daksh Khandelwal, a student of pursuing a Bachelor of Science at in Applied AI, Artificial Intelligence, and Data Science from online degree started from by IIT Jodhpur. That's all. Thank you for giving me time. 36 minutes. Thanks all. That's my time. Until then, keep learning and stay curious.